What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. Guys, this has been a pretty interesting year in the NFL. Namely because two of the quarterbacks in the last 3 years that are really great and prominent have switched teams. In the last 3 years, Tom Brady is now with the Buccaneers. Russell Wilson is playing for the Broncos. And of course, Russell Wilson is abysmal. He's terrible. The Broncos are terrible. I believe they're either 2-5 or 2-6 or something like that. And many of us are blaming the reason of his poor play is because of either Sierra or Future. Now, here's why I can't subscribe to that. Because he's been dealing with Sierra. Sierra hasn't changed. So if that was the case, then in my honest opinion, he would always be playing terrible. He's playing terrible this year just because, for whatever reason, I don't know if he's hurt, doesn't understand the offense that well, but I think it's completely unrelated to Future and Sierra. Tom Brady, however, is playing terrible. Number one, he has the same offensive coordinator as last time, right? So that's not the issue here. New coach, yeah, but same offensive coordinator, same weapons. But the difference is here, is that Tom Brady has problems with his wife, Giselle. They're going through a divorce. Byron Leftwich, I think, is a great coach. I mean, I liked him when he was at quarterback over at Marshall, things like that. He played in the league for 10 years. Quarterback, really good offensive coordinator. He'll one day be a head coach. So Tom Brady has the same system, same weapons, same people, can't play. Some people are going to say it's because he's old. I don't think that's the case, because even Tom Brady's older than the offensive coordinator, which is Byron Leftwich. I believe why Tom Brady is struggling has everything to do with what's going on with his wife. Now, Andrew Tate has a really good clip. I think it's from the Fresh and Fit podcast, but I want to play it right now. I think Andrew Tate is going to explain perfectly what I believe is going on.
And every single man out here, no matter what they say, understands how bad it is to go through a breakup and understands what heartbreak's like. It's difficult. It's not easy. I'd actually like to argue that men feel more heartbroken than women. I think that's
facts.
I think it's true. And I think it's because, one, of the possessive element that we have, the idea of her being with someone else hurts more than the idea of you being with someone else to her. And secondly, because you have a lot less options than she has instantly. So I think that breakups are worse for men than they are for women. And I understand how difficult and hard they can be. However, the unfortunate reality is that chasing her and being dedicated to her and saying you're going to do whatever she wants, etc., is very unlikely to work. It's very unlikely to work. And you have to look at the scenario you're in, look at the chessboard, and make the best possible move. When you're heartbroken, when you're truly heartbroken, you can't even sleep. And your mind is constantly preoccupied. And instead of seeing that as a negative, what you need to do is use that as a source of unlimited power. If I was truly heartbroken today, let's imagine, and I could barely sleep, I'd be in better shape than I've ever been.
So guys, you've heard it there. Let me just say this. Tom Brady is a football junkie. All right? He makes every play, every read. He's the most cerebral quarterback, probably besides Peyton Manning. So if he's not executing, it has to be because, one thing for sure, he's heartbroken. All right? Now, his love for football is more than his love for his family, it seems. But I want guys to understand something. That, in the red pill community, the manosphere community, what we try to make dudes is like emotionless machines. That every guy never turns off as alpha. He's alpha all the time. It's just like guys being fake rich. Guys pretending to have money they don't. That's what happens in the manosphere. Guys are out here pretending that they never get hurt, pretending that women never get the best of them, and pretending that no matter what, you're always manly and your performance is still out the roof. No, it's not true. All right. Even the best guys will struggle. Muhammad Ali said it best. He was talking about, in fights, right? And, this is when he was banned from boxing from 67. Him and Rocky Marciano had this pretend fight, right? A computerized fight. And he was saying that any boxer can be hurt. He was undefeated at the time. He said, if I get hit enough, I will cut. And Muhammad Ali is probably the most toughest fighters, durable fighters. He's been hit with some of the most heaviest blows. I mean, he's probably one of the toughest boxer ever made is Muhammad Ali. But even he said he will cut, right? He can lose. He's immortal. What men need to understand, no much how much red pill content you consume, the manosphere you consume. If you love a woman, you're still hurt, okay? You're still hurt. And he said, like, another thing too is you might be so hurt, you might get weak and ask for her to come back. She's probably not gonna come back. That's for sure. That's something that you need to understand, right? Imagine you wanting to be with somebody, you change your mind, you find out that you can't live without them, you're asking her to come back, she likes you even less. Then you have to go out there and lead your company. You gotta go out there and still perform at your job. You're a doctor, you have surgery, right? You have to go out there and do all of these things. You don't know how many people step out every day, wife just left them, and you still gotta perform. Because the people there don't wanna hear you can't complete a pass. Something's going wrong in your life, nobody cares, especially when you're a leader, right? That's why you see CEOs sometimes, you hear the stories, jump out of buildings, take that way out, because they just can't handle the things that pressure has. Somebody in your family passes away. Guess what? People in your job that day, don't care. What does that got to do with me, right? And this is the reason why I think in the red pill community, we're so quick to call guys simps when they're hurt. And, oh, you're simping, you're being a beta male. I mean, just being completely unrealistic. We're being completely unrealistic. Anybody can be hurt. As long as you're dating women, I don't care if you don't want to get married. Anybody, if you deal with them long enough, can be hurt. Tom Brady's been with this lady for damn near half his pro career, 14 years or more. Okay? Gonna be hurt. Here's the other side of it. You gotta believe in the time. The time for what? The time that every day I'll get better towards being good again. That's the only thing. Tough times come. Trouble doesn't last always. And I'm here to tell you, if you're a guy, you're going through something right now, your wife left you, your girlfriend cheated on you, and all that, guess what I'm going to tell you? One day at a time. One day at a time. You'd be surprised how from day 1 till day 10 goes to 20, opportunities are coming. You're back winning. You're back focused. You're back doing everything that you need to do. But it takes time. That's what happens. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again. Another episode of Celebrity Junk. Appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe to the bell. I'm out.